Welcome back, Valentines. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo. And today we got a couple of news stories from the K-pop world, a couple of controversies, in fact, that we want to talk to you about. So let's starting with Catseye's moan-gate, I guess you can call it, right?
Yeah.
Which essentially, let me just recap it really quick to you, right? The producers of Catseye's Gnarly essentially did a behind the scenes showing the production process, and essentially they were showing that the moan in the song, which is there in a couple of parts, is actually taken from a adult video, essentially.
Exactly.
It just needed a little extra something. It needed a little extra juice, so we're looking through some sounds.
Solo the sound, so we can just hear.
Oh, this one right here.
Okay.
If you zoom out a little bit from the audio clip, you can kind of see maybe where the sound was from. You could take a guess.
What? Oh my gosh, bro. You know you didn't put that in there.
Wouldn't be a hit without it.
And a bunch of people got mad at that.
Yes.
And the main reason why they got mad is because one of the members of the group is 17 years old.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
all I can really say to that personally is you weren't mad before.
Yeah.
Like, it was still a moan. It was a moan. It was
a moan.
clearly a sexual, kind of orgasmic moan, right?
Exactly.
But you weren't mad before, but only because it's actually from an adult video.
Exactly.
Then you're mad.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, exactly. I just don't understand. Like, Catseye as a group, essentially nowadays, after Gnarly came out,
Yeah.
they have become very, I don't know, they're very American, of course.
Sure.
They're very sexual
Sure.
in their clothes,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the style, everything
The
they
dance
do.
of Gnarly, too.
They're just very different.
Sure.
Some of them has come out as bisexual. You get me? They're more American.
Right.
And they're still like a minor in the group.
Sure.
And why aren't you mad at that?
Well, that's what I don't get either. Just
Why
kinda
aren't you mad at everything they've been doing up to this point where you find out that the moan
That's
is
the thing
from
I don't
an
get.
adult video?
And
Like,
there-
what's happening?
And here's the thing, right? What about other, I am a music producer, so I know how many different samples, how many different sounds are from all sorts of different things.
Yeah.
There are plenty of sounds out there of little chants and haze that might be from songs that are talking about murder,
Exactly.
robbery, drug dealing, all of these types of things, right? Little chants of hey, etc. And you don't get mad at them necessarily using that within any of the songs, but them taking it from an adult video, then you're suddenly mad. You don't get mad at people using maybe, I don't know, snare drums, right? That are from drill music, etc., which is essentially just poor people in London just making these songs about how they're going to stab their ops to death. Quite literally. You don't get mad.
Those are the songs, yeah.
You don't get mad at any of those types of sounds used within the music, but someone daring to use something from an adult video, and then you get mad. And
The outrage just makes no sense.
it's literally just the saddest people over on Twitter that are just desperately itching for the next
Or
thing
anything,
to get
yeah.
mad at. It's
Exactly,
crazy.
exactly.
So it's so performative to me, the outrage regarding it.
The outrage of everything we're gonna talk in this video is always insane Twitter people.
Yeah. Essentially, 99% of this could be avoided if the people that are lurking over an X just, I don't know, went outside and took a chill pill.
Exactly.
It's crazy, guys.
It's crazy.
So with regards to the Gnarly situation, the moan situation, moan-gate, whatever, it is, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but taking into account everything surrounding Catseye and the music industry, it is so incredibly nitpicky and selective outrage that it's just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And no one in Catseye cares. And no 17-year-old Western girl would care either.
Yeah.
People legit do not care outside of some weird little outrage, crazy people, Twitter echo chamber.
Exactly.
Nobody cares about this. Zero. And I think the next one is going to be basically that too, which is, I mean, we've all seen it. We've even seen it in our comment section, wherever, whenever we cover anything related to All Day Project. And that is essentially just people being mad at Tarzzan.
Yeah. ever since, even before the All Day Project debuted, Tarzzan already had like
Haters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's mainly because of his hairstyle.
And just his general demeanor, which is very inspired by American hip hop.
Exactly. Yeah. Whatever you see him wearing. Yeah, exactly. His demeanor. He just seems exactly very much inspired by African American culture.
Well, not just African American culture, African American hip hop culture.
Exactly.
Sure,
yeah, you're
sure.
right. Hip hop culture. You're right.
Yeah, because African American culture can be many
anything.
things.
You're right.
But we're specifically talking about
hip hop culture.
Hip hop culture here. Yeah.
And he talked about it. He said that he had like African American friends back in America.
Yeah, he was very
and
clear.
And he asked them if he could wear the hairstyle.
He got a permission. He got
literally. He likes the style. He's definitely into it. Like definitely into it. Like why are people mad?
But here's the thing. I don't
understand.
I mean, here's the thing, right? If you've ever been or seen an American kind of school where it's predominantly poor black people that go there, you'll easily see that a lot of, well, usually also poor, but you know, it can be truly like anybody, right? They go to the same school, but they aren't black. However, they still identify with this kind of hip hop culture.
Exactly.
They dress like it. They talk like it. Their friends are like that.
Exactly.
And I guess for Tarzzan, it was a similar situation. He went to a school where there were a lot of kids who were interested in hip hop, and probably a lot of black kids too, since they are, you know, the creators of the hip hop culture. And it's not any longer than that.
Yeah,
he just took inspiration by it. Let me give you another example. In Denmark, I went to a school where there were a lot of Middle Easterners, a lot of immigrants, and a lot of sons of immigrants. And it was very heavily dominated by them, and they have a certain way of speaking and acting. And among a certain demographic of the ethnically Danish community, they also got assimilated, essentially, into this culture because that was the dominant culture within the school.
Exactly.
Right. I certainly didn't, but a lot of kids did.
Exactly.
And that is literally just cultural assimilation.
Yeah.
That is taking inspiration. But nowadays, we are seeing, again, on Twitter, it isn't a thing you'll ever see within
and it's mainly white people for some reason.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Any other race than black.
Yeah.
Like most people getting mad is always anything but black. Like, what do you care, man?
Well, a lot of the time I see is like random Malaysians and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of people in the comments are black saying, I don't care.
Yeah, sure.
It's so weird.
But again,
But as you said, it makes sense. You get adapted to it.
Yeah.
If you are around them.
It's a person. I've seen it a million times.
Yeah,
I've seen it a
everyone
million
has
times.
seen it.
I don't think these people on the internet have seen it. I think they're very sheltered,
Very sheltered.
sad people. Maybe things are going bad in their own lives.
yeah.
So they're looking for a new controversy every single week,
every
every
day.
single day to latch onto.
Yeah.
Not because they genuinely care, because these aren't good people. They are people who are out here harassing anyone, people that they haven't met over situations that they don't truly know anything about from the inside. These are not good people.
Exactly.
These are bad people. Very, very bad people. They might not see it themselves, but they're clearly not well and they're not doing anything well. But they themselves feel like, okay, my life is really difficult. My life is sucks, right? But here on the internet, I can be part of an outrage mob that goes around harassing people, and that gives me some type of power. And I can also at least claim that I'm doing this for the greater good.
Exactly.
Which is crazy, because honestly, dude, if you want to do something for the greater good, why don't you sign up to some emergency mission in some, I don't know, conflict-ridden area? If you're truly such a defender of the downtrodden,
please.
Why don't you do that instead of harassing like Korean pop singers on the internet?
Please.
You giant, pathetic loser.
Please stop.
Another thing was the whole Tarzzan N-word kind of rap thing.
That was so silly.
Where he didn't even say it.
He
didn't even say it in, I think it was a Playboy Cardi song or whatever.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Okay, so you're not supposed to sing the lyrics of songs? We're on that level.
Yeah.
We're on that level now where, you know, this is so crazy because singing the lyrics of a song doesn't mean that you agree with any of it.
Exactly.
And it's never not funny to me how it's only the N-word you can't say, but you can say that you're selling drugs. You can say that you are killing people. And by the way, when we're talking about hip hop, this is usually black on black violence. The biggest killer of young black men within the United States. It's not saying the N-word is not the biggest killer of black people in the United States. That is gang violence, okay? So, but glorifying gang violence, that's fine.
Okay.
That's okay. Being slightly edgy and offending some people over on X, horrible. You are literally a maniac, an evil person. What the hell?
It's crazy.
I don't get it. Like, I get the fact that you'd be mad at it, but I don't get the fact that you are not mad at all the other things 100 times more. It's so dumb, so selective, so pathetic. And it's literally like people, they also come onto our videos, not to watch our videos, but just to talk shit about Tarzzan.
Yeah.
Get a fucking life, you gigantuous, pathetic sack of trash. You are garbage. Get a life.
Get a life.
Get off the internet. Get outside. There
Touch
are a
some
lot
grass.
bigger things to deal with than an Asian American Korean rapper wearing braids. That is like what keeps you up at night.
That is
not anything else in the world but that. You must be so privileged, so sheltered, and so delusional that you think that is what the world is really like. You know, that is really the biggest issue in the world right now.
Right.
And you should totally harass this dude just being his own authentic self. Just like, that's what he is. That's the funniest thing. And it's also never not funny to me how you can do anything else. Nobody gets mad when essentially you see K-pop artists where their whole concept is essentially just cosplaying as Scandinavians with like their blue contact lenses. They look like they're from Agartha, dude. They look like the Agartha meme with like the blue hair, like the blonde hair.
Blonde
right?
hair,
It's ridiculous.
blue eyes, whiter than him.
Imagine if someone did that, but with black people, right? People would be freaking out.
Of course.
Like, imagine if I did that. I was showing up with like tan skin, brown contact lenses, and an afro. My career would be over. But nobody cares the other way around because it's only about selective groups at selective times. And let me tell you, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, nobody cares because nobody cared about the things we're talking about right now 20 years ago.
Exactly.
It were other things. There's always been things to be outraged over, but it constantly switches. It constantly changes. Just like back in the day, 200 years ago, it was about blasphemy. It might have been about witchcraft. It might have been about if you're gay or not. These are the things that could get you canceled. Now it's other things.
Exactly.
That's as simple as that.
And they were willing to die on that hill.
And
for something that people only care like this year.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's completely crazy. And I genuinely feel really bad for the people over at All Day Project. But the good thing is people are talking about them.
Right?
You get me?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
True.
Because I mean, the dude,
buzz.
I don't think Tarzzan doesn't realize that he's getting some hate.
Yeah.
But I don't think they care at all. And I think that is the right direction to go in because never apologize. Yeah. Like, that was the biggest mistake of so many K-pop groups that have been dealing with the outrage mob. That is to apologize. Do not apologize to the Twitter outrage mob ever.
Please.
Ever, ever, ever. Let me give you an example. Some people over on Twitter, they try to, I'm going to call it X because it is literally called X. Some people over on X, they try to cancel us over a thumbnail, a shiny thumbnail, which wasn't meant in any negative fashion whatsoever. I think we put it out, like we made this thumbnail in like 10 seconds. We thought it was like, oh, it's so cute, it's sweet. But they took it in some sort of like utterly deranged fashion.
It was crazy.
But here's the thing. I think that stuff over on Twitter, X, goddammit, goddamn it, 100 years ago, that would have gotten me canceled. Now nobody cares. Nobody cares. Whatever. You got like 3,000 likes, yeah? People were writing, bro, you got to take it down. You got to change the stuff. You got to issue an apology. You got to do that. We did nothing. And you want to know what impact that actually had on our own shiny fan base, on our revenue, on our mental health? None. It had nothing. It didn't even have an impact on the like ratio. I think it went from 99% like ratio to 95% like ratio.
Wow.
That is what 3,000 likes over on Twitter could muster.
Exactly.
Don't apologize because they don't want you to apologize. They want to ruin your life.
Yes.
They want you to be as miserable as they are. Exactly. That is it.
Yes.
I mean, Tarzzan cares so little about like the outrage mob online that he showed up at LA KCON just wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
Where Kiss of Life, I think they canceled out of like worries
I think
of
so,
potential backlash. I'm not entirely certain about that situation.
That's what I have heard.
But that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Correct me in the comments if that's not correct. But literally, he just went and he didn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, that's the right thing.
That's the right thing to do. Just be confident in what you do, and you have fans, people who support you. Whatever.
Precisely, whatever, man. Don't apologize. Don't change for people who wouldn't be there for you anyhow. They're only out to destroy you.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
They will never be your fans anyhow.
Exactly.
So.
Also, one of the funniest things regarding the Playboy Cardi situation is that he wasn't even singing the lyrics.
No,
like
he didn't say it. We have heard it a lot of times. The
I don't know where this comes from.
Where he said the N-word, he didn't, guys.
He didn't even say it.
He didn't.
Like, he didn't
Where
even
does
say
it come from? I'm telling you, it's just crazy people over an X. Why do you listen to them?
Because
why do you pay attention? Don't like it, don't view it, don't like it, don't give them attention.
But here's the thing. Apart from those people, the fans don't care. All Day Project is becoming huge.
Exactly.
They're becoming huge despite that, because literally it is just crazy people over on X.
It is just
like
crazy.
No normal person cares.
No.
And let me tell you, All Day Project is going to be here 5 years from now having a lot of success, while these same people will still be sad on the internet.
Exactly.
So, you know.
Yeah.
And that is why I really like that Catseye, they don't seem to have been apologizing. The producers of Catseye don't seem to have been apologizing.
No,
and All Day
it seemed
Project,
to be Bam Pidimin said something that he was the one who first saw the whole song and he approved it.
Yeah.
And he knew everything was happening with the production.
But so you don't
and
mind...
look, he accepted it.
But I don't get it. You don't mind the twerking. You
Exactly.
don't mind all of the sexualized dancing.
Twerking.
You don't... But the thing is, have you seen Western 17-year-olds? Dude, them dancing to some stuff like this is like the least of your worries, bro.
Exactly.
It's crazy, okay? This is the least of your worries.
Exactly.
And I bet most of the people who are mad do much worse things. Because I've seen you guys' profiles. I've seen the profiles of the people who get mad. Usually half of what they post is like cartoon smut. Like, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is. It's a bunch of porn addicts.
True.
It's 90% of them are porn addicts.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
people who are so deranged that everything you see is just, I am very sad. I hate my life. K-pop is an escapist fantasy for me, and I'm also a porn addict. Yeah? Those are the people who are mad. That is what they're mad.
Don't listen to them.
Don't listen to them. They're shut-ins. They're losers on the internet, okay?
Exactly.
And they'll probably be mad at us too, just for being essentially the anti-outrage
Whatever.
mob.
Get mad at us. I don't care.
Because I'm not out here trying to cancel anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to cancel anyone for anything. If you guys are wondering what our general opinions on any form of cancellation, it is, I don't think anyone should be canceled. And I think you should separate the art from the artist. And the only exception to this, if people are unironically out here, like, committing very severe crimes.
Exactly.
Very severe crimes.
Yeah.
Then,
Being
like, maybe
very
if you went to that island, why the fuck did you go to that island? Maybe in that case.
Yeah.
Maybe in that case, I can maybe see it, but even then, I'm gonna need some solid evidence of things actually happening. You get me?
In that way, 100%, of course.
Yeah.
But that's not what is happening with this K-pop idol. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
So that's it. That's our statement. That is our official news part here. That is our, I guess, little manifesto on K-pop cancellations, Tarzzan, Catseye, and any other similar controversy. Like, you can essentially take this controversy and our statement on it and copy paste it onto every single similar controversy, and our opinion will be exactly the same because we're not shut-ins. We have literally...
A life.
Here's the thing, right? So my career in life has been very long at this point. In my 26 years, I've tried a bit of everything. I've had people chase me with baseball bats trying to kill me. I've had several different careers. I've had several small businesses. I have lived in the most dangerous part of Colombia for 4 years of my life. I've had literal drug dealers and cartel members joke about murdering me in front of me. I have tried everything. I have hung out with some of the most hated people in both the West and other places. And your whole family comes from the place where 90% of the cocaine in the world is produced.
Yeah.
We're not sheltered, weird losers from some like middle class background that is having an identity crisis. We're people who've been out here in the real world. The real world. Like, it's real. Like the street you grew up on, I think 50% of the people there are unironically drug smugglers.
Yeah.
It's true. It's fucking true.
So nobody can come here and say that
we're sheltered or something like that.
Hell no.
It's ridiculous.
Hell no.
This is real shit. You went to school with the drug smugglers from like one of the biggest cartel cities in Colombia. Exactly. Isn't that true?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like 50% of your class.
Yeah, most.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Yeah, exactly.
And I went to like the craziest ghetto places, and I was like, people were threatening to stab me every 2 days, okay? We're not from some like sheltered background. And these types of K-pop controversies where you want to ruin people's lives over it. Bro, I see more cancelable things happening in my life every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And so many people joke about that.
Yeah.
So many people joke about it. Seeing K-pop idols get canceled for things I do or say every 2 minutes.
Yeah. People are always writing that, like, I would not last one day in K-pop.
No.
Because exactly, human beings are not like this. Human beings make mistakes. Human beings are imperfect. Like, what the hell?
And everyone knows that, including the people that are trying to ruin other people's lives.
But they don't care. They want you to be miserable.
It's only that. It is purely, entirely that. That is it. That is the only thing I have to say to the people that are out here trying to ruin people's lives over such minor things. And again, I see the stuff that you post yourself. You have public X profiles. You have.
It's sad.
It's one of those glass house situations we're having here. Yeah. Let me tell you that.
So that was all. That was all for this video.
Glorious video. I'm so happy we did this.
And if you made it until the end of the video, you should post a little emoji. Which emoji should they post?
Can I have the? Okay, that's a good
cloud
question.
Emoji?
I like a cloud emoji. Ooh. What about a rainbow emoji? Can we have a rainbow? A rainbow emoji.
A rainbow is cute.
What about a rainbow and a cloud?
No. A cloud.
A cloud. Well, let's do a cloud.
Put a cloud on the comments, guys, to let us know that you watched until the end of the video.
That's right. And if you like our general content, if this is maybe your first time checking out our content, definitely check out the rest of it. Yes. We have so much content right on here on YouTube, and we also do a lot of content over on Patreon. So if you also want to support the channel and keep our mission, our concept going, because I think we're doing something pretty unique within the reaction / K-pop commentary world, then definitely head on over to Patreon and support us. And if nothing else, see you in the next one.
Bye-bye, guys. Take care.
Annyeong. Bye, everyone. Take care.